Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox fan coming to you from Al Red Sox fan YouTube station for some late night, early morning baseball. Hope everyone's doing well on this Thursday evening, soon to be Friday morning. For those of you who have a long weekend due to the Veterans Day holiday, enjoy. We have a matchup today between the 1979 Montreal Expos versus the 1971 Pittsburgh Pirates. In random games for the best of the 70s franchise teams. A pretty good pitching matchup here. Bill Lee versus Doc Ellis. Let's go to the lineups here for the Montreal Expos, and what you will notice is Mr. Cash, Dave Cash, is on both teams. He played for the Expos in 1979 and he played for the Pittsburgh Pirates in 1971. I'd like to say hello to Brady Appa Trades, good friend of the channel. Hello, Chris. Remember to check out Brady Appa Trades if you have any questions regarding investments, regarding coins and other stock market deals. Check out his YouTube channel. Very good. Alright, so let's go to the Montreal Expos lineup. Leading off, playing second base, is Cash. Batting second, playing left field, is Cromartie. Batting third, the third baseman, Parrish. Batting fourth, doing the catching, Carter. Batting fifth, the Hawk. In center field, Andre Dawson. Tony Perez at first base. Batting sixth. In right field is Valentine. At shortstop, Chris Spears. Batting eighth. Batting ninth, doing the pitching, Bill the Spaceman Lee, former Red Sox. As Clinton Parks has joined us in the chat. How did dinner come out for your wife? Hope it came out well. And he says, oh look, a cookie cutter, horrible AstroTurf baseball stadium. Yes, it was. Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh. Clinton Parks described it beautifully. And now for the Pittsburgh Pirates of 1971. Leading off, Kleins in center field. Bill Nazarowski playing second base. Batting second, Roberto Clemente, the great one. Batting third, playing right field, Willie Stargell, before he was Pops. Batting fourth, playing left field, Manny Seguin doing the catching. Batting fifth, Richie Hebner, the Gravedigger's son. Batting sixth, playing third base, and there's Mr. Dave Cash. Batting seventh, playing shortstop. Al Oliver, batting eighth, playing first base. Batting ninth, doing the pitching, Doc Ellis. Brady Appa Trade says, you working tomorrow, Al? Yes, I am. How you feeling, Chris? Hope you're feeling a little better, buddy. Alright, so here comes Dave Cash to lead it off. He's getting his first at-bat in this best of the 70s franchise season. In actuality, it's 79, 321, 2 home runs, 19 runs batted in. I'll be playing as the Montreal Expos, the computer as the Pittsburgh Pirates. Hello, Ken Castro in the chat. Here's the windup and the pitch by Ellis. Cash swings, grounds it hard to Mazarowski, who makes a diving backhanded play, gets up and throws to Oliver, 1 down. So you have Manny Seguin behind the plate, 4 out of 10 defense, 6 arm. Richie Hebner, not much range at third, 3 out of 10. Cash, a little better, 4 out of 10 at short. Mazarowski, very good, 7 out of 10 at second, and Oliver, average at first. Doc Ellis on the mound in 1971, 19 wins, 9 losses, 3.06 earned run average. Willie Stargell in left, 5 out of 10 range, 4 arm. Kleins in center, 7 out of 10 range, excellent arm, 9 out of 10. And then the absolutely outstanding Roberto Clemente in right. That's all you need to know. He has a cannon for an arm and can run down any ball hit towards it. Clinton Parks says, Maz, the hero of the 1960 World Series, still playing in 71. Yes, he is. sorry to hear that you're not feeling good, Chris. I hope you feel better soon, buddy. So here comes Warren Cromartie, batting 200 in the retro replay. 275 in 79. 8 home runs, 46 runs driven in. Left-handed batter to face the right-handed. Throwing Doc Ellis. Manny Seguin sets the target. Here's the pitch to Cromartie. Cromartie swings, grounds the cash at short for out number 2. And here comes the bearded one. Larry Parrish would later play for the Red Sox in '88 and Morgan Magic. He was hot for like a 3-week period where he carried the Red Sox. Parrish hitting 600 in this replay. In 79, 307, 30 home runs, 82 runs driven in, 2 outs, no one on. Ellis gets the side from Seguin. Here's the pitch to Parrish. Parrish singles past Hepner into left field. So with 1 out, 1 on, here comes Gary Carter. Carter 750 with an RBI in the replay. In 79, 283, 22 home runs, 75 runs driven in. Parrish 5 out of 10 runner being held on by Al Oliver. Seguin pounds the mitt. Ellis looks to first. Now in at Seguin. Here's the pitch to Carter. He throws over to first. Parrish back in time. Carter asks for time. It's granted. Steps back in the batter's box. We start all over. Ellis is ready. He sets and delivers. Carter swings and misses. He strikes out. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the first. And here comes Bill Spaceman Lee and the Montreal Expos out onto the field. No score. Due up for the Pittsburgh Pirates of 1971. Kleins, Mazeroski, and Roberto Clemente. Bill Lee in 79, former Red Sox. 16 wins, 10 losses, 3.04 earned run average. Behind the plate, the excellent Gary Carter. At third base, 5 out of 10, Larry Parrish. Chris Spires, 6 out of 10 at short. Cash, 6 out of 10 at second. And Tony Perez, 7 out of 10 at first. In left field, Warren Cromartie, excellent. Andre Dawson, very good in center, 9 out of 10 range, 6 arm. And then Ellis Valentine, very, very good in right, 9 out of 10 range, 10 out of 10 arm. And we have the Cubs, the Bears, in the chat. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. He says all those empty seats look like they should be in Montreal instead. I know, I gotta try to load a different picture, but this was the best one I could find. Alright, here's Gary Carter behind the plate, Lee on the mound, Kleins, Gene Kleins at the plate, digs in the right-hander's batter's box. No at-bats so far. And 71, 308, 1 home run, 24 runs driven in. Excellent bunter. Montreal will move their corners in. Parrish in at third, Perez in at first. Bill Lee loves to throw the slow jump. He gets the sign from Carter. The big windup, the pitch to Kleins. And that's a fly ball to Valentine in right, and he makes the catch going towards the line. Out number 1. Here comes Bill Mazeroski. He made a web gem with a diving stop in the first inning. Clinton Park says, you and FBL? I don't know what that means. So Mazeroski's up. 1 out, no one on. Lee looks into Carter. Nods his head. Here's the pitch to Maz. Ground ball to Spire, over to Perez. 2 down. Oh, Facebook. No, I'm not. Thank you. It's true, Chris. It's true. I do hate Facebook. So with 2 outs, here comes Roberto Clemente. Clemente 0 for 4 in Game 1 of this series. In actuality, in 71, 341, 13 home runs, 86 runs driven in. Just an absolutely fabulous ball player and wonderful human being. Bill Lee looking for that 1-2-3 inning for the Expos. Here's the pitch to Clemente. Clemente singles up the middle. Dawson bobbles it. Clemente hustling all the way. Gets to second base, so it will be a single and a one-base error on Dawson. Clemente is now in scoring position for soon-to-be Pops, Willie Stargell. And Clinton Park says, I'm in every baseball group you can find there. Yeah, I should do that, probably. So Willie Stargell comes to the plate. He is 0 for 3 in Game 1. Only batted .243 in 71 off left-handed pitching. In actuality, .295 for the season, 48 home runs, 125 runs driven in. RBI opportunity here for Stargell. He looks back towards second. Now in at Carter. Here's the pitch to Stargell. That's a deep fly ball off the right field wall. That's a double. Stargell gets an RBI as Clemente scores easily from second base, 1-0 Pittsburgh, and that will make Beatles eternally very happy when he watches this. And here comes Manny Seguin to the plate. Manny was 0 for 3 in Game 1 of this series. 71, 319, 7 home runs, 81 runs driven in. He has an RBI opportunity here. He rubs up the baseball, steps back up on the hill. He toes the rubber. Nods his head. Carter sets the target. Here's the pitch to Seguin. And that is another shot into Cromartie. And if we only have a 10% chance of getting Stargell at home, Cromartie has a... What does he have? A 9 arm? 7 arm? We're going to try it. We're going to throw home. We're going to throw home. There's a throw to the plate. Not in time. Moving to second is Manny Seguin. It's 2-0 Pittsburgh. Yeah, I know. Clayton Park says in the chat, tell Lee quit throwing the Ephus pitch. It sure looks like he's doing that. Yastrzemski got pissed at him in the 75 World Series when he threw it. And I think it was Perez who gonged it for a home run. In Cincinnati, I think. So here comes Richie Hebner, son of the Gravedigger. Hebner, he was 0 for 4 in Game 1. 271 in actuality. 17 home runs, 67 runs batted in. He has an RBI opportunity here. Seguin advanced to second on the throw by Cromartie to the plate. Carter goes through the signs. Lee's ready. Here's the pitch to Hebner. And that ball is gone! Richie Hebner crushes that ball to right field. The Gravedigger's son comes through once again. It's 4-0 Pittsburgh. Wow. Bill Lee has not heeded the advice of Clinton Parks to stop throwing the Ephus pitch. And here comes Mr. Dave Cash, who I believe played on every team in the 1970s. Playing shortstop here for Pittsburgh, and second base, as you can see, for Montreal. So can we get a cash-to-cash ground out? Alright, 2 outs, base is empty. Pittsburgh scored 4 runs. Cash digs in. Here's the pitch by Lee. And that's a ground ball to Parrish off his glove. That's going to be an E5, so the miserable inning for Bill Lee continues after getting the first 2 outs. Pittsburgh fans revving and rolling, rocking and rolling, dipping and bopping. Cash, excellent base runner at first, 7 out of 10. Perez holding him on. Here comes Al Oliver, the 8th batter, first baseman. Lefty versus lefty. Oliver 250 so far. In actuality, 282, 14 home runs, 64 runs driven in. Lead looks to first. He throws, and Cash gets back. Perez swipe tag just a little late. Again, lead looks towards first. Now in at Carter. Here's the pitch to Oliver. And Oliver pops it up to Parrish in foul territory. Out number 3, we go to the top of the second, but Pittsburgh erupts for 4 runs after the first 2 outs. We move to the top of the second, 4-0 Pittsburgh, due up for the Expos, Dawson, Perez, and Valentine. Expos got to get their bats busy. Here comes the Hawk, batting .250 in this replay. In 79 in actuality. 275, 25 round trippers, 92 runs driven in. Doc Ellis back out on the mound. He's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Dawson. And he singles up the middle, so the leadoff runner is on. Dawson, 9 out of 10 base running ability, 74% chance of stealing second. Tony Perez at the plate. Perez 200 in the replay. In 79, 270, 13 home runs, 73 RBI. Former Red, future Red Sox. And Dawson will attempt to steal second base. There he goes, the throw down, not in time, so he's in scoring position. Seguin's throw was late. And that was a ball, so Perez, 1 ball, no strikes, RBI opportunity here for Mr. Perez. Ellis nods his head. Seguin sets the target. Here's the pitch to Tony. And that's a fly ball to shallow center field. Clines comes in, makes the catch. Out number 1. Here comes Ellis Valentine. He's 0 for 4 in the season. In actuality, 276, 21 home runs, 82 runs driven in. The Cubs, the Bears says, I was just going to mention, Al, you should have a Dave Cash tournament with all the teams he played on. That's actually a great idea. And I think you actually mentioned that when we did the 71 one and done tournament. How many teams was he on? I think he was on like 3 or 4 teams. It was hilarious. Remember, it came down to that we knew that a Dave Cash team was going to get to the finals. Yeah, that's hilarious. I should look into that. That would be fun. Alright, so Ellis Valentine at the plate. 1 out. Dawson in scoring position at second. Ellis on the mound. He's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Valentine. That's a fly ball to shallow right field, and coming in is Roberto Clemente. He makes the basket catch. Absolutely wonderful ball player. So 2 outs. Dawson will be off on contact, and here comes Chris Spire, the number 8 batter. It'll be interesting to see if they pitch to him or try to face Bill Lee. Spire 250 right now. Actuality 227. 7 home runs, 26 RBIs. Off right-handed pitching, only 222 in 79. Ellis with the windup and the pitch to Spike. And he strikes him out. So the double, the single and stolen bases squandered, by Dawson. We go to the bottom of the second, still 4-0 Pittsburgh, due up for the 71 Pirates. Ellis in the top of the order, Clines and Mazzarazo. Park says, gotta crash, taking Mom to visit my dad's grave. He served in World War and Korea. Well, God bless him. God bless him. You know, I posthumously thank you for his service. Take care, Clinton. Thank you for stopping by. God bless all the veterans. Thank you very much, Clinton. Brady after trades, Chris says Dave Cash only played on for 4 teams. I could do a little 4-team tournament, set up a little league for ha-has. Here comes Doc Ellis. first at-bat of the year. Lee's ready. Here's the pitch to his counterpart. Ellis swings and misses. He strikes him out. So 1 down. Top of the order, Gene Klein's 0 for 1. Carter sets the target. Here's the pitch to Klein's. And he strikes him out! So first 2 batters go down uncaged. Can Bill Lee get the third and final out? That's where he got in trouble in the bottom of the first. After 2 outs, he gave up 4 runs. Here comes Bill Mazeroski, 0 for 1. Grounded to short in the first inning. Bill Lee looking for that 1-2-3 inning that eluded him in the bottom of the first. Toes the rubber, looks in at Gary Carter. Nods his head. Here's the pitch to Mazeroski. Ground ball to Perez. He flips to Lee, covering the bag, and he gets the 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the third, 4-0 Pittsburgh. Leading off the inning, Bill Lee, the spaceman. Not a bad hitting pitcher. In '79, he batted .216, 6 RBIs. Left-handed batter. Now Ellis will face his counterpart. Here's the pitch to Lee, and he pops it up. Oh, it drops in! A Texas leaguer traps between Hebner, Cash, and Stargell in left field. Wow! Al Oliver holding Lee on at first, and here comes the much-mentioned Dave Cash. Cash 0 for 1. Excellent hit-and-run man, but I don't think we're going to hit and run down 4 with the pitcher at first. Ellis looks to Oliver. At first base, now in at Segui, and here's the pitch to Cash. And Cash singles up the middle. And we will hold Bill Lee at second. Station to station go the Expos. So first and second, no outs, and here come the Montreal Expos. Warren Cromartie steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Grounded to short in the first inning. Cromartie had 8 home runs with 46 RBIs in '79. He'll probably take an extra base hit to score Lee 4 out of 10 base running ability. Ellis in a bit of a pickle here. Cash and Mazeroski pinch the middle, looking to turn 2 for the Pirates. Here's the pitch to Cromartie. Cromartie singles to right. And Bill Lee has a 66% chance of scoring. And Clemente has a 9 out of 10 arm, and we shall hold him. Again, station to station, go the Expos. Base is loaded, no outs, and now here comes Larry Parrish with 1 swing of the bat to tie this game up at 4. Parrish, 1 for 1. He singled in the first. Seguin goes out to have a quick word with Ellis. Mazeroski goes to the mound also. The veteran second baseman. Meeting adjourned, players back to their positions. Seguin back behind the plate. Flashes the signs, sets the target. No place to put Larry Parrish. Here's the pitch. Parrish swings, sends that ball deep and gone to center field. Larry Parrish hits the grand salami. And we have a tie ball game. He crushed that pitch. My God, did he turn on that Ellis fastball. Mashed it 403 feet. It is a 4-4 ball game. No outs, base is empty. And here comes Gary Carter, Expos catcher, 0 for 1. Boy, that's not going to make Beatles happy. Ellis is very upset with himself. Seguin trying to calm him down now. Flashes the fingers. Ellis nods his head. He rocks and fires to Carter. And Carter lines out to Al Oliver. Cat-like quickness by Al Oliver at first base. 1 down, and here comes the Hawk, Andre Dawson, 1 for 1. He singled in the second. He was stranded at second after he stole second base. Ellis gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Dawson. And he sends that ball deep, but Kleins makes the catch right up against the center field fence. Out number 2. Wow, the Hawk just missed that one. Just missed putting the Expos up by 1. So with 2 outs, bases empty, 4-4 ball game thanks to the grand slam by Larry Parrish. Here comes Tony Perez. He's 0 for 1. Perez, he could knock one out. Righty-righty matchup here for Doc Ellis. He toes the rubber. Here's the pitch to Perez. And that's a single to right. Inning stays alive. He represents the go-ahead run at first. Al Oliver holding him on. 5 out of 10 base running ability. Here comes Ellis Valentine. Valentine had 21 round trippers in 1979. 4-4, 2 outs, 1 on. Here's the pitch to Valentine. But before that, Ellis throws to first. Perez is back. He had a dive back, just beat the tag by Al Oliver. Ellis back up on the hill, looks to first, now in at Seguia. He's ready, here's the pitch. Valentine swings and fouls it back. The count is now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tony Perez will be off on contact. Ellis rocks and fires. Valentine flies out to Clemente, side retire. But the Expos come roaring back on the grand slam by Larry Parrish. We're tied at 4 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. 2 up for the 71 Pirates. Clemente, Stargell, and Manny Seguia. Clemente 1 for 1. He singled in the 1st. Moved up on the error. So Bill Lee's ready. Here's the pitch to Clemente. Ground ball to Spires, and he boots the ball. So a second error. When Clemente hits the ball, he reaches on the E6. 5 out of 10 base runner being held on by Tony Perez. And here comes Willie Stargell. Stargell's 1 for 1. Doubled off the wall down the right field line, and Clemente scored. It gave Pittsburgh a 1-0 lead. Spires and Cash pinch the middle, looking to turn 2. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch to Stargell. And he strikes him out. So Bill Lee gets his revenge on Willie Stargell. 1 down, 1 on, and here comes Manny Seguia. Excellent hit and run. Batter. 10 out of 10. Seguia, he singled in the 1st, knocking in Stargell. That made it 2-0. Lee looks to Perez at 1st. Now in at Carter. Here's the pitch to Seguia. And that's a single up the middle. Manny Seguia's 2 for 2. Station to station go the Pirates. Clemente stopped at 2nd. Here comes Richie Hebner. He's 1 for 1. He had a 2-run homer in the 1st. And that built the Pittsburgh lead to 4-0. Until Larry Parrish hit a grand slam in the top of the 3rd. So 1 out, 2 on. Hebner, son of the gravedigger. He digs in. Lee's ready. Carter sets the target. Here's the pitch to Hebner. And Hebner works a walk. So bases are loaded. Bill Lee not having a stellar performance here. As the organist plays charge. Here at Three Rivers Stadium. And here comes Dave Cash. He's 0 for 1. No place to put Mr. Cash. Again, the Expos want to turn 2. Carter goes out to have a word with Lee. Met there by Tony Perez. Players back to their position. Carter squats down, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Cash. Ground ball to Cash, so Cash grounds to Cash. Only a 13% chance of getting Clemente out at the plate. We're going to try to turn 2. To Spires, back to Perez. Double play out of the inning. The run does not score. Cash quickly flipped to the shortstop who fired on to Perez. Nice turn by Chris Spires. So they get out of the jam. Bill Lee pitches out of it. We go to the top of the 4th, still tied at 4. 2 up for the Expos. Spires, Lee, and Cash. Chris Spires 0 for 1. Ellis works quickly. Here's the pitch. Spires singles to left field. And now they bring the infield, the corners in, excuse me, as Bill Lee is a 10 out of 10 bunter. So Hebner in at third, Oliver in at first. Bill Lee squares to sacrifice bunt, but they throw over. Spires gets back. Bill Lee steps back in the left-hander's batter's box. Again, he squares the bunt. Here's the pitch by Ellis. He puts down a good one. The only play is the first. Mazeroski covering on the wheel play. One down, go-ahead run at second base. Chris Spires, 4 out of 10 base running ability. Here comes Dave Cash, 1 for 2. He is grounded out and single. RBI opportunity for Cash. Can he cash in? We shall see. Here's the pitch by Ellis. And that ball goes deep and off the right center field wall. Cash cashes in. It's 5-4 Expos. As Spires scores from second. So with one out, here comes Warren Cromartie. He's 1 for 2. He's grounded out and single. Insurance run out there at second base. Righty-lefty matchup. Seguin sets the target. Here's the pitch to Cromartie. And that ball goes out to right field, but foul. Count now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Cash at second. Ellis gets his sign. He sets and delivers. Cromartie swings, grounds to Mazeroski, who throws to first. Out number 2, advancing to third base, is Dave Cash. So with 2 outs, here comes the man of the hour, Larry Parrish, 2 for 2. He has singled and hit a grand slam. 5-4 Montreal, looking to score more. Ellis takes a deep breath. He looks in at Seguin, the windup and the pitch to Parrish. Line hard down the right field line. Foul ball. Counts now no balls, 2 strikes. Parrish digs in. Ellis is ready to work. Here's the pitch. And Parrish goes down swinging, strike 3. But Montreal scores 1 and takes a 5-4 lead. We go to the bottom of the 4th here at Three Rivers Stadium. 2 up for the 1971 Pittsburgh Pirates. Al Oliver, Doc Ellis, and Gene Clines. Oliver 0 for 1, lefty-lefty matchup. Lee with the big wind-up inlet leg kick. Here's the pitch. And that ball goes deep. And Cromartie makes an outstanding diving catch on the warning tracks. Unbelievable. Robbing Al Oliver extra bases. So 1 out. The Pirates fans are in shock here at Three Rivers. And here comes Doc Ellis. He's 0 for 1. Lee delivers to his counterpart. And he strikes him out. Big swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch. Lee likes to go slow, slow, and slower. Spot the occasional fastball. So 2 outs, no one on. Here comes Gene Clines, the leadoff batter. He's 0 for 2. Lee looks in at Carter. The spaceman nods his head. Here's the pitch to Clines. And that is a single into left field. So with 2 outs, Clines at first. Excellent base runner. 8 out of 10 base running ability. Tony Perez holding him on, and Bill Mazeroski comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Lee throws the first. Clines is back. Lee looks to Perez, now at the plate. Here's the pitch to Mazeroski. And he strikes him outside, retired. We go to the top of the 5th. Montreal holds on to that 1-run lead. Due up for the Expos of 1979. Gary Carter, Andre Dawson, and Tony Perez. Carter, the Expos catcher, 0 for 2. Here's the pitch by Ellis. And he is now 1 for 3. He singles to shallow right center. So Carter's on, 5 out of 10 base running ability. Al Oliver holding him on. And here comes the Hawk, Andre Dawson, 1 for 2. Single in the second, fly deep to center in the third. 5-4 Expos. Ellis looks to first, now in at Seguin. Here's the pitch to Dawson. And that's a single to left. Carter will hold at second. Station to station go the Expos. 2 on, no outs, and here comes Tony Perez. Perez 1 for 2. Flied out and single. He has an RBI opportunity here. Carter not very fast at second. Not horrible, but not very fast. Ellis is ready to work. Here's the pitch to Perez. Deep fly ball to right. Clemente makes the catch. In the right field corner, Gary Carter has a 69% chance of tagging up. We're going to send him. And we're going to send Dawson to second on the 78% chance. The throw to third, and Carter slides in safely. Clemente threw a beautiful ball to third, but Carter just gets there under the tag. Dawson moves up to second, so second and third. Excellent base running by the Expos. 2 runners in scoring position out with only 1 out. Chance to tack on a few more for Ellis Valentine. He is 0 for 2. Pirates infield, outfield, normal, straight away. Here's the pitch to Valentine. It's a pop-up in foul territory, but Hebner gives chase and runs out of room. Goes into the stands. The count's now no balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out. Seguin flashes the fingers. Ellis nods his head. Here's the pitch. Valentine swings and lines out to Cash. And scampering back to their bases are Carter and Dawson, so there's 2 outs. For Chris Spires, the Expos shortstop's 1 for 2. Struck out and single. Base hit will score 2. As both players will be off on contact. Here's the pitch to Spire. And he grounds to Hebner and fires to first, side retired. Montreal squanders a golden opportunity. 2 on with 1 out. Second and third. They do not score. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Expos 5. The Pirates 4. Due up for the 71 Pittsburgh Pirates, Clemente, Stargell, and Seguin. If anyone gets on, Richie Hebner. Bill Lee up to 75 pitches. He's good for 120. He'll face Roberto Clemente, who's 1 for 2. He has single and reach on an error. The big windup and the pitch to Clemente. And Clemente sends that ball deep to left center and gone. He has just tied this ball game up at 5, and I can hear Beatles eternally cheering all the way from the Netherlands. It's been one heck of a ball game here at Three Rivers, 5-5, and here comes Willie Stargell. He's 1 for 2. Left-handed batting left fielder, doubled in the first, knocking in Clemente and struck out in the third. Lee's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Stargell. And that ball goes deep to Dawson, but he makes the catch in right center. 1 away. Here comes Manny Seguin. Pirates catcher 2 for 2 today off Bill Lee. Singled in the first, knocking in Stargell. Singled in the third. Seguin had 7 home runs in 79. 81 runs batted in. Bill Lee takes that deep breath. The spaceman's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Manny Seguin. It's a pop-up to Perez at first. He makes the catch, 2 down. And here comes the very dangerous Richie Hebner. Third baseman for the Pirates. 2-run homer in the first and walked in the third. 2 outs, base is empty, 5-5. Bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch to Hebner. Hebner singles right up the middle. Richie Hebner's now 2 for 2. Go ahead, run at first, and here comes Dave Cash. You're not seeing double, folks. Dave Cash is at bat. Dave Cash is also playing second base. He played for both of these teams. He played for the 71 Pirates and 79 Expos. 2 outs, 1 on. Here's the pitch to Cash. Ground ball to Spires. He flips to Cash for the force out at second. Side retired, but the Pirates tie the ball game up on the Roberto Clemente blast. 5-5, we go to the top of the 6th. Due up for the 1979 Montreal Expos, Bill Lee, Dave Cash, and Warren Cromartie. If anyone gets on, Larry Parrish. Bill Lee 1 for 1. He had a bloop base hit to left. Hello, Andre Ford. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. Long time no chat. Great to see you. And happy Veterans Day to you, Andre, because I believe you had told us that we had a wonderful discussion with a bunch of different people in the chat that you have served in the military. So happy Veterans Day. Here's Bill Lee. Ellis rocks and fires. Lee swings, diving, stopped by Cash, who fires to Oliver for out number 1, robbing Bill Lee of a second hit. Baseball's a funny sport. Bill Lee just crushed that ball and he's out. In his first at-bat, he blooped something that looked like an out and it dropped in for a hit. That's the way it works in baseball. So 1 out, and here comes Dave Cash via the Montreal Expos. Corners move in. Excellent bunt man. Hebner in at third, Oliver in at first. 1 out, no one on. Seguin sets the target. Here's the pitch by Doc Ellis. Cash swings and sends a fly ball to left center. Kleins makes the catch. As Andre Ford says, yes sir, I did retire USA Air Force. Happy Veterans Day to all that have served. Well, hats off to you, Andre. Thank you very much for your service. So with 2 outs, no one on, here comes Warren Cromartie looking to extend the inning. 5-5 ball game. Top of the 6th. Here's the pitch of Cromartie. Grounder to Cash. He fires to Oliver. Not in time. Infield hit. And it's the bang-bang play goes in favor of the Expos. He represents the go-ahead run at first. 6 out of 10 base running ability. Oliver holding him on. Here comes Larry Parrish. Parrish 2 for 3. He had a grand slam in the 3rd to tie the ball game up. And before that, he singled last time up and he struck out. Ellis looks to first. Now in at Seguin. He rocks and fires to Parrish. And Parrish pops it up to Hebner at third. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the 6th, tied at 5. 2 up for the 71 Pirates. Al Oliver, Doc Ellis, and Gene Kleins. Andre Ford says, love the Expos. I like their uniforms. If Chris Anderson's still in the chat, he loved their uniforms too. I always liked their uniforms. Oliver 0 for 2. Here's the pitch by the spaceman. That ball goes deep and gone! Al Oliver homers to right center. The Pirates take a 6-5 lead. What a marvelous game here in Pittsburgh at Three Rivers Stadium. He's up to 103 pitches. Keep him in. Doc Ellis is up. He's 0 for 2. Carter has a word with Lee. Lee's got to settle down. He's been bashed from pillar to post. Trying to survive this inning. He's ready now. Carter flashes the signs. Here's the pitch to Doc Ellis. And Ellis launches one to deep center. Andre Dawson back makes the catch. Holy cow. Ellis just missed a home run. Nice catch by Dawson. 1 down. Top of the order now. Kleins is 1 for 3. Excellent bunter. Corners will move in for the Expos. Parrish in at third. Perez in at first. This could be Bill Lee's last batter. I think we're going to let Lee pitch to him. Lee's ready. He takes that deep breath. Here's the pitch to Kleins. And it's a single to right. So Kleins is on. 8 out of 10 base running ability. Tony Perez to hold him on. Yeah, that was a big boom. Andre Ford says boom. Here's Mazeroski 0 for 3. Yeah, but he's 315 off left-handed pitching. And that's going to be it for Bill Lee. So we want to go to a righty. No double switch. So we don't want to use... Let's see what we have here. Elias Sosa was the closer. He had 18 saves. Dave Palmer, emergency starter. He's the long man out of the pen. Rudy May, another long man out of the pen. You know what? We're going to go to Stan Banson, I believe you pronounce his name. Righty's only batted .212 off of him, and we have Mazeroski's a righty, Clemente's a righty. There's one out, and Stargell is a lefty. Yeah, we're gonna go to yeah, Stan Boston. He'll come in to pitch for Bill Lee. Let's give you Lee's numbers. He's responsible for Kleins at first. Bill Lee went 5 1/3, 10 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned. He gave up 3 home runs, walked 1, struck out 5. He gave up home runs to Hebner, Clemente, and Oliver. Again, he's responsible for Gene Kleins at first. So, Boston is done with his warm-up tosses. So he'll look to get a double play here, get the Expos out of the inning. Pirates lead 6-5. Here's the pitch to Mazeroski. Ground ball to Cash, and Cash boots the ball. That was a double play ball, but he boots it. Wow, so Banson got the double play ball. Dave Cash, the 79 Expos, boots it. And now there's 2 on, 1 out for the very dangerous Roberto Clemente, who's 2 for 3. Single in the first, grounded, and reached on an error in the third, and hit a solo home run to tie the ball game to the 5th. Pirates now have a 6-5 lead thanks to the Al Oliver home run. Alright, again, they're open in turn 2. Kleins at second, Mazeroski at first. Here's the pitch to Clemente. Ground ball to Cash, to Spires to Perez. There's a double play ball, inning over. The Pirates score on the Oliver home run, take the lead 6-5, so Banson does his job. We go to the top of the 7th, due up for the Montreal Expos, Carter, Dawson, and Perez, and we have a new pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates. It is Mudcat Grant. And before anyone yells at me, that's his name, Mudcat Grant. Mudcat in 1971, 5 wins, 3 losses, 7 saves, 3.60 earned run average. Done with his warm-up tosses, Carter steps to the plate, right-hander's batter's box. Gary Carter, 1 for 3. Struck out in the first, lined out in the third, and singled in the 5th. Here's the pitch to Carter, and he grounds out to Cash at short. Nice backhanded play by Dave Cash. So 1 down. Carter hit it hard, but it's an out. So 1 out. The corners move in. Hebner in at third for Pittsburgh. Oliver in at first. Dawson, 9 out of 10 bunter. He's 2 for 3 today. He will not be bunting though. Dawson singled in the second, flew out in the third, and singled again in the 5th. He's looking to drive one out of the ballpark. He had 25 home runs in 79. Grant gets the sign from Manny Seguin. Here's the pitch to the Hawk. And that is a single up the middle. Hit number 3. Tying run at first base. Dawson, 9 out of 10 base running ability. Oliver holding him on. Here comes Tony Perez. 1 for 3. He has flown out, singled, and flown deep down the right field line. Pirates want to turn 2. Mazeroski and Cash. They pinch the middle. Here's the pitch to Perez. That ball is deep and gone. Tony Perez blasts a 2-run shot to right center field. And back and forth we go in this unbelievable game. But Expos now take a 7-6 lead. And once again, Now I can hear Beatles eternally from the Netherlands with a sigh of disgust and apprehension as his beloved Bucks are now trailing by 1. Wow, what a ball game. Back and forth they go like a tremendous prize fight. So here comes Ellis Valentine. He's 0 for 3. Grant looks a little out of sorts on the mound now. He looks into Seguin, nods his head. Here's the pitch to Valentine. That's a deep fly ball to right center field, and making the diving catches Kleins. Unbelievably covered, tremendous amount of ground, totally outstretched on the dive, robbing Ellis Valentine of extra bases. 2 outs now, and here comes the number 8 batter, the shortstop, Chris Spire. Spire 1 for 3. The windup and the pitch by Grant. Fly ball to Clemente and right. He makes the catch. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Expos take a 1-run lead on the 2-run blast by Tony Perez. It's now 7-6 Montreal. To look for the 71 Pirates. Stargell, Seguin, and Hebner. As Andre Ford in the chat says, "God, this has been an unbelievable game. Hope everyone's enjoying it if you're watching it live or later." So Stargell's 1 for 3. Danson's still on the mound, and I think that's going to be, wow, he leads off the next inning. Stargell hits 330 off righties, and we got to go lefty here. And coming into the game here in the bottom of the 7th, it's going to be Woody Fryman. Lefties only hit 228. Rudy May, lefties only hit 204, righties 274. So you have Stargell's a lefty, Seguin a righty, and Hebner a lefty. I don't want to double switch because I don't know who else we have who can play short. Let's find that out first. Scott's a 5. Could double switch. Lefty, righty, lefty, righty, lefty. No, we're not going to double switch. Rudy May will come in. He'll try to get Stargell, pitch carefully to Seguin, and then pitch to Hebner. So here comes Rudy May. He'll go in the 9 spot. Stan Vanson did his job. He got that double play ball in the prior inning to get the Expos out of a jam after the error. So here's Willie Stargell, lefty-lefty matchup. Rudy May done with his warm-up tosses. In 1979, May 10 wins, 3 losses, 2.31 earned run average. Lefties only batted 204 off him, and Stargell only batted 243 off left-handed pitching. Stargell did have 48 home runs in 71. So Rudy May is ready to face Willie Stargell. Carter sets the target. Here's the pitch by May, and Stargell walks. Oh boy. Tying run at first. Tony Perez holding him on. Stargell 4 out of 10 base running ability. And here comes Manny Seguin, who batted 347 off left-handed pitching. And they have Richie Hebner on deck. Who I think Hebner against lefties. Off lefties. Hebner in the playoffs, which the 71 Pirates won that one and done playoff tournament. He batted 400, was a co-MVP off lefty games, and he's lefty. So far, he's 2 for 2 off lefties in the replay. Oh, excuse me. He batted 1,000 in the replay. In both the playoffs and the replay so far, off lefties. And in actuality, 291. And off righties, 263. You know what? We're going to go back to our pen. That's it for May. And now we're going to go double switch. We're going to go to... Boy, that's a 9-out save for Ellis Sosa. That's tough. But this is the big moment in the game right here. We're going to the closer. We're going to the closer. And we're going to double switch. Sosa's going to come in. Yep. Now we're going to switch out Spires. And Scott's going to come in. Actually, Mason has a better range. I mean, a better fielding percentage by 15 points. Less range. Mason's going to come in and play short. So Mason comes in to play short. He comes around the bat. Scott will hit for him. Alright, so the closer, Ellis Sosa. This is the time of the game. As Andre Fort says, going with Sosa. Have to ride with him for the game. I agree. There's not a lot of... So here comes the closer, Sosa. 8 wins, 7 losses, 18 saves, 1.96 earned run average. No outs, tying run at first with Willie Stargell. Seguin at the plate, batted .299 off right-handed pitching, which is much better than .347 off lefties. Right-handers only batted .191 off Sosa. Trying to get a double play ball here. Mason, the new shortstop on the double switch. Cash and Mason pitching the middle. Sosa's ready. Here's the pitch to Seguin. And that is a double down the left field line. Wow. Second and third, they hold Stargell with no outs. They didn't want to run into an out. And here comes a very dangerous Richie Hebner, son of the Gravedigger. 2 for 2. 2-run homer in the first, walked in the third, and singled in the fifth. Hebner only batted .263 though off right-handed pitching. No outs, we will play the infield in. Infield's in, tying run at third, go ahead run at second. Sosa would love to get a strikeout here. Here's the pitch to Hebner. Deep fly ball that Valentine, he makes an unbelievable leaping catch, bangs into the wall, saving extra bases, but the tying run scores from third on the sac fly. We have a 7-7 ball game. So Hebner gets his third RBI as Stargell tags and scores. Unbelievable game. Go ahead, run at second. One down. Here comes Cash. On deck is Oliver. Righty-righty matchup. Sosa rocks and fires. Cash swings. Mason, the shortstop, throws to Perez, out number 2. So Mason is tested quite quickly. So there's 2 outs. Go ahead, run at second. Manny Seguin, 6 out of 10 base runner. He will be off on contact, folks. And here comes Al Oliver. What a ball game. 7-7. We've seen everything in this game except the triple play. 7-7, bottom of the 7th. 2 down. Oliver 1 for 3, his one hit. That solo home run in the 6th, that gave Pittsburgh a 1-run lead. Since then, Montreal went ahead, and now it's tied up again. Alrighty. Sosa looks in, and now Oliver calls time. Time is granted. Steps back in the left-hander's batter's box. The windup and the pitch. Oliver swings, and he lines a hard shot. Foul down the right field line. The count on Oliver is now no balls, 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. Tying run at second. We're going to go pitch mode, and we're going to try to get him to chase with a pitch around. Carter sets up on the outside. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out swinging. They got him. So Sosa gives up 1 run. And we go to the top of the 8th, tied at 7. The 79 Expos 7. The 71 Pirates 7. 2 up for Montreal. Mason, the shortstop. And on the top of the order, Cash and Cromartie. Now, should I have... Oh, wrong team. Let's look at our bench real quick. Scott's a good pinch hitter against lefties, not against righties. Mason's actually slightly better. So Mason will hit. Alright, so Mudcat Grant back out on the mound. 15 pitches, he's good for 50. What a ball game, folks. Grant gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Mason. And that's a shallow fly ball to right. Clemente makes the catch. 1 down. Top of the order, Dave Cash, 2 for 4. His 2 hits, a single in the 3rd and a double in the 4th, knocking in Spires. Seguin sets the target. Here's the pitch to Cash. Hard line drive down the right field line. Foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Grant's ready to work. Here's the pitch. Cash swings and singles to left field. So Cash gets his 3rd hit. He represents the go-ahead run at first base. 7-7, 1 out. Here comes Warren Cromartie. Cromartie 2 for 4. He has singled in the 3rd and 6th, and in between those, grounded out twice. Oliver holding Cash on. Cash an 8 out of 10 runner. Cromartie's ready. Here's the pitch by Grant. That ball goes deep and gone! A 2-run blast to right center field. The Expos take a 9-7 lead. This game is unbelievable, and that's it for Mr. Mudcat Grant. Wow! This has been a bash fest. Holy free holy. And here comes Larry Parrish, the new pitcher for the 71 Pirates, is Dave Gusti. Gusti, 5 wins, 6 losses, 30 saves. You should have brought him in a little sooner, computer manager. His earned run average, 293. 1 out, no one on. Parrish 2 for 4. 2-run blast in the 3rd to give Montreal tie it up at 4-4. He singled in the 1st, and after he has struck out and popped out. Gusti's ready. Here's the pitch to Parrish, and he strikes out for a 2nd time. A lot of movement on that slider. So there's 2 down. Here in the top of the 8th, Expos have just taken a 2-run lead thanks to the 2-run homer by Cromartie. Carter steps to the plate. Expos catcher 1 for 4. Here's the pitch by Gusti, and he singles up the middle. So the Pirates still looking for that elusive 3rd out here in the top of the 8th. Dawson has 3 hits today. 3 for 4. He has single, flown out, single, and single. Carter will be off on contact. Oliver holding him on at first. Here's the pitch to the Hawk. Grounder to Cash. He flips to Mazeroski. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 9-7. Montreal. Back and forth like a tremendous prize fight here at Three Rivers Stadium. It's like Ali Frazier. Fight of the century, fight number 1. So here comes Dave Gusti. I don't think he's going to hit. Sosa's back out on the mound. 18 pitches. He's good for 50. He has an opportunity to win the game now. Here's the pitch to Gusti. But here comes a pinch hitter. That's what we expected. And it's going to be Vic Davalillo. He's 0 for 1 so far in the season. In actuality, in 1971, 285, 1 home run, 33 runs batted. Excellent bunter, 7 out of 10. The corners will move in. Parrish in at third, Perez in at first. Sosa's ready to work. Here's the pitch of Davalillo. He rips that ball foul past Tony Perez down the right field line. As Andre Ford says, wow. Yes, 4 errors. You are correct on the Expos. It's been quite ugly for them. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Infield would go back to normal. I don't think Davalillo will be bunting with 2 strikes. Sosa gets the sign from Gary Carter. Here's the pitch. And that is a single and an error on the right fielder, Valentine. A 1-base error, and Davalillo is at second. Tying run comes to the plate, top of the order. Gene Kleins, who's 2 for 4. Davalillo, very good base runner, 8 out of 10. Kleins has flown out, struck out the last 2 times, singled twice. He represents the tying run. Kleins only had 1 home run, 71 with 24 RBIs. Sosa looks back towards second. Now in at Carter. Here's the pitch to Kleins. Fly ball. Dawson makes the running catch in left center field. He covered a lot of ground there. Out number 1. Retreating back to second is Davalillo. Here comes Bill Mazeroski. Pirates second baseman's 0 for 4. Sosa works quickly. Here's the pitch to Mazeroski. Ground ball to Mason, over to Perez. That's 6-3, 2 down. Tying run comes to the plate in Roberto Clemente, the great one. 2 for 4 for Roberto. He singled in the first, reached on an error in the third, hit a solo homer in the 5th, and grounded out in the 6th into a double play. Sosa takes a deep breath out on the mound for the Expos. Davalillo will be off on contact, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Clemente. Clemente a dribbler to Perez. He takes it to the bag himself. Side retired. We go to the top of the 9th in this unbelievable ball game. The 1979 Montreal Expos 9, the 71 Pirates 7. What a game it's been from Three Rivers Stadium. Due up for the Expos. Perez, Valentine, and the pitcher Sosa, who's up to 43 pitches. And we'll see what we do with him when he comes up. Stepping up onto the mound is Jim Nelson. Nelson, 2 wins, 2 losses in 71, 2.34 earned run average, 34 innings pitched. Tony Perez 2 for 4. He has flown out, singled, flown out deep, and then in the 7th hit the 2-run homer, and that time gave Montreal a 7-6 lead. Back and forth it's gone. Now 9-7, Expos, top of the 9th. Here's the pitch to Perez. Grounded to Mazeroski. He makes a tremendous diving play, gets up and fires to Oliver, out number 1. second web gem by Mazeroski. Comes Ellis Valentine. He's 0 for 4. He's due. Nelson gets the sign from Sigi, and here's the pitch to Valentine. Ground ball to Mazeroski. Easier play, out number 2. So with 2 outs, no one on, Sosa will bat for himself. There's a 2-run lead. He's thrown 43 pitches. We can probably... He's got to face the lefty, Stargell, and the righty. Sosa's going to stay in. So he will swing for himself. Here's the pitch to Sosa. And he singles to right center field. So Elias Sosa singles. 5 out of 10 base runner. Oliver holding him on. Here comes Jim Mason. Mason's 0 for 1. He came in on the double switch that brought Sosa to the ball game. Sosa be off on contact with 2 outs. Nelson looks to first. Now in at the catcher. The windup and the pitch. Mason swings and he singles to right field, and Sosa with 2 outs goes first to third. So runners on the corners. And here comes the top of the order, Mr. Dave Cash, who's 3 for 5. That is a very important insurance run at third base. So Nelson gets the first 2 outs, then gives up back-to-back singles, thus the runners on the corners. Seguin goes out to have a quick word with Nelson, back behind the plate. Nelson wants to keep this a 2-run deficit and get the Pirates to the bottom of the 9th. The windup and the pitch to Cash. Can he cash in? Grounder to Cash, who makes a diving stop, throws to Oliver's side, retired. Unbelievable. Dave Cash of the 79 Expos grounds to his, what's the word I'm looking for? Grounds to his earlier version of Dave Cash for the Pirates at short. Made a diving stop and a great throw. Past. The Cash of past. Alright, so we go to the bottom of the 9th, the Expos 9. The Pittsburgh Pirates 7, due up to the 71 Pirates in this slugfest. Stargell, Seguin, and Hebner. Stargell's 1 for 3, his 1 hit was a double that knocked in Clemente in the first. Sosa against lefties, 253. Stargell against righties, 330. We have 2 pitchers left in our bullpen. Woody Fryman, who's a lefty, 228. We're up 2 runs though. Palmer's a righty. Sosa will pitch to Stargell. 43 pitches. Seems okay. It's good for 50. Stargell digs in. Carter sets the target. Here's the pitch by Sosa. And he strikes Stargell out. That's a big out. 1 down. Montreal 2 outs away from winning a tremendous slugfest here. As Andre Ford says, alter ego, that's a good one. Then he also says in the chat, always funny watching players play against each other. That's what happens when you play computer baseball. For themselves. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Alright, and thank you for the people who joined me in the chat. Alrighty, so here comes Manny Seguin. He's 3 for 4. He has singled in the first, knocking in Stargell, singled in the third, popped out in the fifth, and doubled, knocking in, he doubled in the seventh, no RBI. So this will probably be Sosa's last batter. Righties only bat 191 off Sosa. Seguin batted 299 off right-handed pitching. He gets the sign from Carter. Here's the pitch to Manny. Ground, no, goes foul. Hard hit ground ball past Parrish down the third baseline, but foul. The count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This will be Sosa's last batter. He's at 55 pitches. He's in the red. The windup and the pitch. Seguin swings, and again it's foul. Count stays at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sosa peers in at Carter, nods his head. He sets and delivers. Seguin swings, grounder to Cash, over to Perez, 2 down. 2 down. Now here's the dilemma. There's 2 outs. Richie Hebner comes to the plate. Tying run on deck in, guess who? Dave Cash. Dave Cash is like Bugs Bunny. He's everywhere in this game. Hebner's 2 for 2. Wonderful ball player, Richie Hebner. Underrated. He has a home run. He's walked. He's singled. And then he has a sacrifice fly, knocking in another run at the time, tying the game at 7. Sosa is at 57 pitches. Cash is on deck. Hebner actually hits lefties better. So we can actually go to David Palmer, who only gave up a .218 batting average. And against, well, 215, 259 against lefties. Sosa 253. We're going to bring in Palmer. Here comes Palmer. Sosa's done. So here comes David Palmer. 10 wins, 2 losses in 79. 2 saves. Seemed like he was an emergency starter, long reliever. 2.6 for earned run average. Bases empty, 2 outs. Montreal's 1 out away from winning a tremendous slugfest here at Three Rivers Stadium in this best of 70s franchise teams, random games. Hebner 2 for 2. Palmer done with his warm-up tosses. Hebner steps to the box, left-handed balls. Carter squats down, flashes the sign, sets the target. Here's the pitch by Palmer. Hebner swings and he lines out to Palmer. This ball game is over. Montreal wins a thriller. 9-7. Hebner hit it hard, but right at the pitcher, who really was defending himself and making that catch. What an unbelievable ball game. So let's bring up the box score and call it a stream, as we are 8 minutes away from 1 a.m. Friday morning, as Veterans Day is coming up this Saturday. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans who have served and who are serving now, who are still with us and no longer with us. All right, let's bring up that box score. Let's bring up another window in OBS. So the winning pitcher was Ellis Sosa, losing pitcher Grant, MVP Larry Parrish. Box score? OBS is acting a little flaky. Bear with me a moment. There we go. What a ball game, folks. Let's go to the pitching, which was really beaten like a piñata for both teams. Bill Lee started for the Expos, got a no decision, 5 1/3, 10 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 3 home runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Banson came in, pitched out of a jam, pitched 2/3 of an inning, he got that double play ball. Rudy May came in, didn't retire anybody, he gave up a run, it was earned. He walked 1. Sosa came in, pitched 2 2/3 innings, Gave up 2 hits, struck out 2. He got the win. He blew the save. Dave Palmer got the final out and the save in the 9th. He threw 6 pitches, and Hebner lined a shot right back at him. In self-defense, Palmer made the catch. Ball game over. For Pittsburgh, Doc Ellis, 6 innings, 12 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 1 home run, struck out 3 through 112 pitches. Mudcat Grant blew the save, got the loss in an inning and a third. 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 home runs, 29 pitches. Gusti came in 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, no runs. Nelson, an inning, 2 hits, no runs. Go to the batting. Dave Cash of the Expos, 3 for 6, 2 runs scored, an RBI. He had a double. Cromartie, 3 for 5, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, and a home run. Parrish, 2 for 5, a run scored, 4 runs batted in on the grand slam, struck out twice. Gary Carter, 2 for 5, a strikeout. Dawson, 3 for 5 with a run scored. Tony Perez, 2 for 5 with a run scored, 2 RBIs. Valentin, tough game. He had an error and was 0 for 5. Spires, 1 for 4 with a run scored and a strikeout. Sosa, the pitcher, 1 for 1. Palmer pitched, did not hit. Bill Lee was 1 for 2 with a run scored. Banison, May pitched, did not hit. Mason came in on a double switch, played shortstop, was 1 for 2. In total, in victory for Montreal in this slugfest, 45 at-bats, 9 runs, 19 hits, 9 RBIs, no walks, struck out 4 times, 1 double, 3 home runs, 17 runners left on base. The players playing in this game, team batting average .366. As Andre Ford says, wow, Expos had 19 hits. Yes, they did. In a losing effort, you should win the game when you score 7 runs, but the Pirates didn't. Beatles eternally will not be happy with his pitching staff. Gene Klein's 2 for 5, struck out once. Mazeroski, stellar defense, but was 0 for 5 with a strikeout. Roberto Clemente, 2 for 5, 2 runs scored, an RBI, he had a home run. Willie Stargell, 1 for 4, 2 runs scored, an RBI, and a double. Manny Seguin, 3 for 5, a run scored, an RBI, and he doubled. Richie Hebner, outstanding, 2 for 3, a run scored, 3 RBIs, 1 walk. Cash of the Pirates, playing shortstop, 0 for 4. Oliver, 1 for 4, a run scored, an RBI, and a strikeout. Doc Ellis, 0 for 3, struck out twice. Mudcat Grant pitched, did not hit. Same thing with Gusti. Davalillo, the pinch hitter, had a single. And Nelson pitched, did not hit. In defeat, the Pirates, 39 at-bats, 7 runs, 12 hits, 7 RBIs, 2 walks, 7 Ks, 2 doubles, no triples, 3 home runs, 14 runners on base. For the players who played in the game, team batting average .246. Wow. The Pirates scored in the first, sent 8 batters to the plate, scoring 4 runs on 4 hits and 2 errors. Willie Stargell doubled, scoring Clemente. Manny Seguin singled, scoring Stargell. Richie Hebner hit a 2-run homer, 4-0 after 1. Pirates. Montreal in the third had their time to send 8 batters to the plate, scoring 4 runs to tie the game on a grand slam by Larry Parrish, 4-4. Bottom of the third, Pittsburgh failed to score on a hit, a walk, and an error. In the fourth, Montreal scored 1 run on 2 hits. Dave Cash doubled, scoring Spires, 5-4 Expos. Pittsburgh came back in the bottom of the fifth, 1 run on 2 hits. Roberto Clemente, a solo home run to tie the game at 5. In the sixth, Pittsburgh took the lead, 1 run on 2 hits and an error. Al Oliver hit a solo home run, 6-5 Pirates. Montreal, not to be outdone, in the top of the seventh, scored 2 runs on 2 hits. Tony Perez hit a 2-run homer, and they took a 7-6 lead. The Expos go back on top. Back and forth they went. Bottom of the seventh, guess what? Pirates scored 1 run on a sacrifice fly by Richie Hebner, 7-7. But the game wouldn't stay tied for long. Top of the 8th, Montreal scored 2 runs on a 2-run blast by Warren Cromartie. They took the lead for good 9-7. What a ball game. Dave Cash 3 for 6, a double and 2 runs scored for Montreal. Warren Cromartie 3 for 5, a home run, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored again for Montreal. Andre Dawson 3 for 5 for Montreal. Larry Parrish 2 for 5, a home run, 4 RBIs for Montreal. Tony Perez 2 for 5, a home run, 2 RBIs. For Pittsburgh, Roberto Clemente 2 for 5, a home run, 2 runs scored. Richie Hebney 2 for 3, a home run, 3 RBIs. And Manny Seguin 3 for 5 with a double. The winning pitcher in relief, Elias Sosa, 2 2/3 innings, gets the win. Dave Palmer the save for Montreal. The losing pitcher out of the pen, Mudcat Grant. This is Al Red Sox fan saying thank you very much to Andre Ford in the chat. We also had Brady Appa Trades. Check out his channel if you have any investment questions regarding coins or other such trades. Ken Castro, thank you, my friend. The Bears, the Cubs, always glad to see you. Thank you. Clinton Parks, thank you very much. And happy Veterans Day to your father who's in heaven. And enjoy your time with your mom tomorrow. And hope your wife feels better soon. And I think that's it. I think we've hit everyone in the chat. To anyone who watched and didn't jump in, thank you. And those who watched at a later date, thank you very much. Please hit the like button. Please share. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel as well as the community, which consists of tabletop baseball, higher ground gaming, Stratomatic Delaware, baseball demos, Expos Strap Baseball Network, Mosley Boxing, What's Blazing in Sports, Phil the Issues Guy, Dirty Issues Gaming, Broke Black Man 94, Ron Junkett, and Retro Sports Network, as well as District on Deck. Check out my page to see the people I subscribe to, feature, and are related, and check out their pages. You might find some gems in hiding, something that you don't think you might like very much. So once again, thank you very much. And signing off from Pittsburgh, what a thriller we had at the ballpark. The 1979 Montreal Expos win in a slugfest 9-7 over the 71 Pittsburgh Pirates. Sorry, Beatles. Take care, everyone. Till next time, bye-bye, health, happiness, and God bless.